We'll now move on to the final topic of this module, bringing together everything else we've learnt. With this new way of working, without the use of forecasts, and by using small batches, we don't have the comfort of large stock, so we need to be able to produce extremely quickly to after the customer has ordered. This means we need to ensure we can produce at a rate that matches or is quicker than customer demand. This rate of customer demand is called takt, or takt time. Takt time levels the customer demand throughout a time period to ensure flow and smooth production. For example, if the customer demand is 960 products per day, and you have 8 hours available, which equates to 480 minutes, then you need to produce a product every 30 seconds to match your customer demand. The takt time is therefore 30 seconds. The formula for takt time is available time divided by demand. Let's look at how this works in real life. A factory is running 2 shifts at 8 hours each. In each shift there are 2 20-minute breaks. The factory operates 5 days a week and is closed on weekends. The factory on average sells 980 units per week. What is takt? Feel free to pause the video and try this yourself, and compare them with our results. The available time is 2 times 8 times by 60 minutes, minus the 4 times 20-minute breaks, meaning that they work for 880 minutes per day. Now converting this to a week, we know they work 5 days a week, so in total 4,400 minutes per week. Since takt is available time divided by demand, we do 4,400 divided by 980, which equals 4.5 minutes. In other words, in order to match and keep up with customer demand, you need to produce a product every 4.5 minutes. The takt time outlines the drumbeat of production and can be seen like a metronome. Every takt, a finished product should be created. If the rate starts getting too slow, then we can quickly see there is a problem. Some companies may have a takt of a matter of months or years, for instance in shipbuilding. Other industries like FMCG and bottling plants may have a takt of a matter of milliseconds. Just a side note here, cycle time and takt are not the same thing. Takt is the theoretical drumbeat of production, providing the average time between each customer order. Cycle time is the time it actually takes to produce one item. In other words, it's equal to production time divided by the total number of units produced. In reality, there will always be some unavoidable downtime, and you want to ensure your actual rate of production takes this into account. For that reason, your cycle time should always be quicker than your takt time. In the majority of cases, it is best to express takt time in seconds, not minutes or hours. The reason for this is when you create standards, you often use individual seconds broken down into each element. Seconds will be more useful than minutes. Before we summarise what we have learnt, I would like to point out the practical use of takt. Takt is particularly useful for managers as a way of monitoring progress. They can compare the current state of production with the takt and identify whether they are producing too slow or too fast. For example, if the takt time is 45 seconds and 90 products should be produced per hour, then after 3 hours of production, the manager knows they should have produced 270 products. If they find they have only produced 200, then they know the rate needs to increase, and if they've produced 300, then they know they are roughly on track or slightly ahead of takt. An awareness of takt is something that should resonate throughout a manufacturing business, or even a service environment like with a sales team. It is a very simple, intuitive way of monitoring output, and you'll find within lean companies, all shop floor operators are completely aware of their takt time.